Ken Trahan with Lenny Vangilder. It's our First NBC Bank Weekend Review, brought to you by First NBC Bank, with 35 locations throughout the metropolitan New Orleans area and beyond. That's First NBC Bank, proud sponsor of SportsNOLA.com. The Saints ended their 2015 campaign the same way they ended their 2012 campaign and their 2014 campaign, 7-9. They beat the Atlanta Falcons, of course, 20-17, a familiar score in Saints-Falcons lore, but typically on the other end of it were the Saints. Not this time, because they won the turnover battle, made the plays when they had to. Drew Brees outstanding. And the defense, well, you got to give them some credit, Lenny. This was a pretty good performance by the Saints.
You know, the first half, you talk about the defense, the first half really could not stop the Falcons from moving the football, but the second half they pitched a shutout. They made the plays and needed to make them, forced the 2 turnovers in the fourth quarter, got a little bit of good fortune with that personal foul penalty that moved the Falcons out of field goal range with a chance to take the lead there. But still in all, at the end of the day, it's this. You had 2 teams that were playing for nothing, and the Saints played like a team that wanted it a little bit more than the Falcons did, and the result is a win. And look, kudos to these guys. They're professionals. Basically, the last month of the season, you could have had them playing out the string, but they won 3 of the last 4 to finish 7-9.
They did indeed, and they'll draft 12th as a result in the upcoming NFL draft. Drew Brees led the NFL in passing, another remarkable season. Did not have a turnover in his last 4 games, pretty special. And, of course, the good news guys from this season, Delvin Breaux, Tim Hightower, Willie Snead, Benjamin Watson. So there were some bright spots, and there are some things to build on.
There are, and the question's going to be who is going to be the one that's doing the building. We'll find out more about what is the situation in terms of players, in terms of coaches and things like that, probably in the very near future. A lot of reports on what may be going on Monday as we speak at Airline Drive, but as we sit here, nothing has happened as of now.
Yeah, stay tuned. We'll have the news for you as it happens at SportsNOLA.com, and, of course, we hope you will check us out on a regular basis to find it. Where other news is concerned, well, it was an All-State Sugar Bowl to forget in some ways, because it was a one-sided affair. Quite a performance by Ole Miss. Give them an enormous amount of credit. Really good football team. And the fact of the matter is Oklahoma State probably wasn't the second or third best team in their conference.
Yeah, they were probably the 4th best team. Had you had TCU here, had you had Baylor here, would have been, perhaps a better game. TCU Ole Miss would have been a rematch from a year ago, and TCU won that game in blowout fashion. I would have been interested in seeing a Baylor Ole Miss game, but of course Baylor would have been here had they beaten Texas in the regular season finale, but they didn't, and we saw what they went out and did in their bowl game. Would have been interesting to see. But back to this game, look, the SEC West. We talk about it all the time. Well, I think they showed during the bowl season just how good a division that is. You leave Texas A&M out of that, losing to Louisville, and the other 6 teams all won their bowl games by 3 touchdowns or more. That's impressive.
It certainly is. The New Orleans Pelicans were impressive in a road win at Dallas. Anthony Davis, 31 points, 14 rebounds, 21 double-doubles this year, which is tops in the league. And then, of course, Norris Cole, who's really emerging. He's had 3 really good games in a row. This was one they had to win because they turned the calendar, and they have the easiest schedule in the NBA, according to the NBA schedule makers. In January, they've got to make hay. Of course, we've been saying that for a while now.
Yeah, we have, haven't we? It seems like a broken record. But, yeah, this is the time and a good way to start the new year. You flip the calendar. You're still 4 games out. You haven't really made any ground up. 4 games out of the 8th spot in the West. Still some work to do there, but you've got, like you say, an opportunity here in the month of January to hopefully get some things done.
And we'll see if they are itching to make any moves as well. That's a possibility. There are rumors that have surfaced, and we'll see if that transpires. But they're back in action Wednesday night, a rematch game with the Mavericks. Then the Pacers are in town this Friday. A guy that's going to be playing in the NBA sometime soon is Ben Simmons, and he showed why as LSU went to Vanderbilt and shocked the Commodores 90-82 on Saturday night. They were 11.5-point underdogs. You could not have seen this coming based upon the way LSU had been playing.
Well, the thing to remember is you've got maybe the best player in college basketball, and when he puts a team on his shoulders, as Simmons did for the most part on Saturday night, then you've got a chance to beat just about anybody in the country. Very intriguing matchup coming up Tuesday night. Kentucky comes to the PMAC. A lot of attention being given to that one, and we'll see just how this played. Another tough test for LSU coming up Saturday when they've got to head to Gainesville. So not a very friendly start to the conference schedule for LSU, but a good one getting that win on the road at Vanderbilt.
That's true, because I think everybody was looking at 0-3 because of the way they had to start. But the fact of the matter is, the worst they'll be is 1-2, and we'll see if they can make some noise. They gave Kentucky a real scare with a different team, albeit last year, and we'll see if they can play them tough this time around and continue that particular momentum. Now, we do want to tell you we got a special schedule for our sports block at WHNO TV 20 all week long. All the shows that you're accustomed to seeing at 6 p.m. will be at 5 p.m. That starts tonight with SportsNOLA TV.
Yeah, all week long. We'll have new editions of Prep Recruiting Insider on Wednesday, John Forcate's show on Thursday. Those will all be at 5 p.m. So set your DVRs, whatever it is you got to do. Stay with us right here. Change of the schedule because of special let's see broadcasting programming that will be happening during the evening.
And finally, on Prep, the 6th Annual All-State Sugar Bowl National Prep Classic gets underway on Wednesday at the Hilario Center in West Wego. We'll be there throughout, and you'll get a chance to see championship games at SportsNOLA.com on Saturday evening. Great event. Tremendous teams on the boys' side from New Orleans, from Louisiana, and beyond. And on the girls' side, it's grown to 2 different brackets because of the popularity of the event and terrific teams there as well.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. It's always a well-run event, a terrific venue, and we're looking forward to having those games. I mentioned Saturday night. We'll have the girls' platinum bracket and the boys' championship games for you here at SportsNOLA.com. You'll also be able to catch those re-airs on WHNO as part of the First NBC Bank Prep Showcase. So looking forward to that.
Indeed. We'll be there. Follow at SportsNOLA.com. Lenny, as always, thanks very much. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. We'll see you later this week.
That's our First NBC Bank weekend review, brought to you by First NBC Bank with 35 locations throughout southeast Louisiana and into the Florida Panhandle. That's First NBC Bank, proud sponsor of SportsNOLA.com. He's Lenny. I'm Kenny. Have a great week, and God bless you.